Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the highly emotional and legally complex case of Sarah Boone, who was sentenced in connection with the tragic death of George Torres. This case captivated not only the courtroom but also the public with its shocking details and unique legal arguments. Stick with me as we unpack the trial, victim impact statements, and final sentencing. Sarah Boone, a Florida resident, was charged with second-degree murder for the death of her partner, George Torres, in what has become infamously known as the Suitcase murder. Boone claimed the incident was a tragic accident, but prosecutors argued otherwise, citing disturbing video evidence showing Torres trapped inside a suitcase, pleading for help. In this video, we'll break down the key moments from her trial and sentencing, focusing on the emotional weight of the victim impact statements and Boone's plea for forgiveness. One of the most poignant parts of any sentencing hearing is the victim impact statements. In this case, the Torres family delivered heartbreaking messages. One of the most impactful moments came from Torres' mother. Through tears, she described the pain of losing her son, her memories of his final New Year's visit, and how his absence had left the unfillable void in their family. She spoke directly to Sarah Boone, saying, "You didn't just take my son, you took a father, a brother, and a friend." Torres' sister added to this with a chilling reminder of the trauma left behind. She spoke about how the simple sight of a closed suitcase now triggers painful memories. It's hard not to feel the weight of their words. These families don't just lose a loved one, they lose the stability and love that person brought into their lives. Boone's defense team argued that her actions were shaped by years of abuse and trauma. A forensic psychologist, Dr. Harper, testified about Boone's struggles with post-traumatic stress disorder and battered spouse syndrome. She highlighted Boone's tumultuous past, including the abuse she suffered at the hands of George Torres. Harper explained that Boone's mental state was shaped by a cycle of trauma that began in childhood and was compounded by her toxic relationship. However, the prosecution pushed back, questioning the relevance of these claims, especially considering Boone's actions on the night of Torres' death. The lack of remorse, they argued, painted a different picture. Sarah Boone also made a statement during the sentencing. She read from a deeply personal letter invoking themes of forgiveness and regret. Boone described her pain, her love for George Torres, and her desire for redemption. She acknowledged her scars, both physical and emotional, and asked the Torres family and the court for forgiveness. However, critics argue that her statement focused too much on her own suffering and not enough on taking responsibility for Torres' death. This is where cases like these become so polarizing. Boone's words seemed heartfelt, but the jury and the public were left questioning if her actions truly reflected remorse. After hearing from both sides, the judge sentenced Sarah Boone to life in prison for second-degree murder. The defense's request for a reduced sentence was denied, with the court citing the severity of the crime and Boone's apparent lack of accountability. As the gavel fell, it was clear that this case left a permanent mark not just on Boone's life, but on the lives of George Torres' family and everyone who followed this tragic story. This case reminds us how complicated and devastating domestic violence situations can be. Sarah Boone's trial is a painful reminder that the consequences of abuse ripple far beyond the individuals involved. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think justice was served? If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more true crime content. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm very curious to hear your responses. Let me know in the comments below. I look forward to bringing you more in the near future. Keep a lookout for my next case. Thank you to my producer Suzuki for all her hard work gathering case info. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell.